how much money total have your brother, mother, and spouse received from this organization? How much?
That information has been publicly shared, but I will highlight.
Well, then tell me what it is.
My mother
How much?
has
just the dollar figure
throughout her life.
The dollar figure, Prime Minister.
Various ways, and is.
We Charity is winding down its Canadian operations, but does this mean they go away or that the political scandal is done with? Hi, I'm Brian Lilley, political columnist with the Toronto Sun. From the beginning, I've been saying, look, there's two very different things here. One, we've got the political scandal. Two, we've got We itself and how it operates. And those are two very different things. On the political scandal side, this is not going away. The Conservatives, the NDP, the Bloc Québécois, they've all made clear they want to continue asking the government questions. And they'll continue to ask questions to the We organization as well to get to the bottom of what happened with the awarding of this contract to an organization with close ties to the Prime Minister's family and the family of then Finance Minister Bill Morneau. Now, the political scandal is all on the government. And we've seen already that it's hurt them in the polls. Its campaign research has shown that. Abacus Data, Angus Reid, Ipsos, all of them showing a drop in support for the Liberals, which had been on the rise due to the government's handling of the pandemic. So the committees will start up again after Parliament resumes on September 23rd, and expect more questions to be asked at those committees and in the House of Commons. But the whole issue of We and how it continues to operate, that's completely separate. After the We scandal broke, the media started to look at this organization in ways that it hadn't. And quite frankly, I think a lot of people, myself included, were surprised at everything from how they handled media requests, they sent me a lawyer's note, to, well, the fact that they owned $43.7 million worth of real estate. That's in Toronto alone. That doesn't count their operations from the private companies that the Kielburger brothers own, that apparently own land in Kenya, in India, in Ecuador. Questions about that still remain unanswered. It also remains unanswered as to, well, what will happen with the land that the Kielburgers brothers' private company, Me to We Asset Holdings, a division of Me to We, their social enterprise, what happens to their land holdings? If you remember the story that we put on the front page back in July, the Kielburger brothers, either through We Charity, Me to We Foundation, Me to We Asset Holdings Inc., or another charity called Imagine One Day International, they bought up a whole block on Queen Street East in Toronto between Parliament and Berkeley. It looked like it was going to be a condo play, a massive redevelopment of sorts. They also bought up buildings down a side street, Berkeley, and across the street from their main headquarters on the north side of Queen Street. Now, these buildings are not all owned by We Charity. We Charity has said that they're going to start to liquidate the buildings to pay for future operations of overseas development projects in places like Kenya, and that's noble. But what about the rest? What about the brothers' private real estate holdings, which are significant as well? Everything about studying the We operations after this scandal showed me one thing. Real estate is key to the Kielburgers' story. What's going to happen to this real estate that was paid for with donors' money? In the case of We Charity or Imagine One Day International, what will happen to that? Who will buy it? Will there still be a redevelopment play down there? Is it just going to be funneled through one of the other organizations that is part of Kielburger Inc., as I call it? Those are the types of questions that we need to watch over the next little while. They're going to shut down their Canadian operations, but they're moving on to greener pastures in the United States. Mark my words. They're going to get more money from corporations to try and sell social enterprise and social justice than they ever would in Canada. Major corporations from Microsoft to Allstate have already lined up to be part of the Kielburger brothers' glory. They may have a tainted name in Canada, as they said in their exit interview with Lisa LaFlamme. Having scandal attached to their organization's name was not going to help them. In the States, that won't be there. Expect these guys to get bigger and better at what they've been doing in Canada as they head stateside.